I would like to share with you about the $20 Power Saving Plan. And let me explain it to you. By the end of the video, I want you to know that you're going to learn how to save. One thing I would suggest is, and it's best if you could start this the younger you are, but it's never too late to start anything. So feel free to start anytime, no matter what age you are. But let me explain. One thing I've learned, if you take, let's say $20 a week out of your check, whatever check you're getting from where you work, you take that $20 a week, let it save back. Don't touch it. Put it in a little separate savings account and just let it keep rising. Now, if you can invest more, that's great. But my suggestion is at least $20 a week. And now, I know it don't sound like much, but let's serologically think about this. Okay? One of the last big purchases I made was an iMac. And, I know there's options out there to put it on payments. But after, let's say, 1 year of just saving $20 a week, you probably will have enough money in 1 year to buy an iMac. That's just an example. So what I'm saying is, even if you're not putting it in, or you could even put that in your retirement after 30, 40, 50 years. If you're young and, you're starting wanting to save, that can really add up. I think if I've added it up right, after 30 years, it would be roughly around, or is maybe 40 years, it'd be roughly around $30-something thousand. Can you imagine adding that to your Social Security for a little extra supplemental, just $20? Now, think about it. I know sometimes some people even says $20 is a lot of money, but let's say you go out to Starbucks, get a frappe or something. That's just maybe about $3 a week. So, if you really think about it, all you have to do is just cut out the 3 frappes a week and you can afford it. Or, just kind of cut down on something and you could afford to do this without even noticing it's gone. Because savings in the long run is one of the most valuable things that I've learned growing older. If you had saved more when you're younger, or again, maybe you might need a rainy day for something. Maybe your refrigerator goes out and you don't have the cash up front out of your normal paycheck. That savings could then come in handy where you've been putting back. You could buy a brand new refrigerator and not have to worry about charging it or making payments of it or anything like that. Or save a few years, you could pay cash for a used car. Even if you don't want to use this on your Social Security for later in life, like a supplement or something. And again, if you can put more back, it's great. But I call this the $20 power saving for your future. Because power saving is the best thing to do. Once you get it routine, I know the first time or two, for the first few months, it may be even hard to do, hard to get in the habit. But once you build that habit of doing that, think about it. It takes time to build a habit. So that's what you need to do first thing, is take steps on building a habit of taking that $20 or whatever you decide to do. I'm just giving that amount. Because, nowadays, $20, it's not a lot of money. But it can add up and become a lot of money. And putting it in a separate saving account, and again, it's your money. Spend it whatever you want, take it out whenever you want. It's, again, your money. If you need a new refrigerator in a year, you've got the money for it. A new stove. You never know what happens. You never know when a case of emergencies come up. You might need that money. And it's good just to always have a small plan of a savings. But what I was saying, once you get in that habit, it will become more habit forming. You know, every week you're going to go straight to the bank, drop in your $20 or whatever amount you decide. But you're going to go straight to that bank after you get paid, drop it off. That habit will become a form of, it will change. You're going to do it no matter what. So make this a real habit for you. Start the $20 power saving for your future. Power save, and that's the reason I call it a power saving. Because you're going to get in the habit of doing it. And again, it takes time. You know, just hearing me is not going to take the steps. You got to start doing it for yourself. And it takes time to form a new habit. And this is something that become more of a habit form, that you won't miss that money. You're used to putting that money in there. Again, you go straight, get your check, put it in the bank. That becomes a habit. And then, again, maybe 3 years down the road, you need a good used car. You got the money to buy it. You don't have to go borrow. Maybe you want to put it as a supplement on your Social Security. And that's great. It's always great for the long-term future to have a supplemental income to help out. You know, a lot of elderly people, I know when we're younger especially, we don't think about growing older and how hard it's going to be. But again, we don't know how many years Social Security is even going to be there. So it's always good to have a little separate plan in place for us for our future as well, if that's what you want to do. Again, it's your money. I can't tell you what to do, but just taking that a little something simple or whatever amount you want, I'm going to suggest maybe at least start out with $20. Make a habit of it. A $20 power saving for your future is always the best. Maybe you might have kids later. Maybe you're going to need some extra money for your children. That's a great time to start saving, or even a great time to maybe save for their college. You know, you don't know what your future is going to hold. So again, just take at least a $20, start making a habit. And you're going to get used to that. Especially after a few months, you're going to get used to taking it to the bank. To where it don't feel like, kind of like you have to. It's going to feel more like, hey, this is just my lifestyle. I don't miss this $20 this week. I'm not used to missing it. I'm used to putting it in the bank. This is for whatever I need down the road. And again, just the mere of a few cups of Starbucks coffee a week, $20? You know, that's not even I have to take a gas now. So, I mean, it's just good to have a good savings. And, you know, to have a rainy day kind of money. Or even saving for our future when you get older. Again, we don't know, you know, what I was saying, if Social Security is going to even be there. And if it is, a lot of our elderly people that draw smaller Social Security can't even live on that alone. So that may be a good option for you to have some supplemental extra for it. So anyway, thank you for watching about my $20 future power saving. Hope you have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.